1 2 1 2. Okay. We should have audio now, guys. Let me know in the chat if you guys now have audio. And can I please see somebody hit the like button for the perseverance for us to get to this point right now? Oh my gosh. Wow. Guys, today, I think you guys should be hitting the like button, hitting the share button, just because of the perseverance of what we had to go through today. Today's day 6 of the 21 days of your property investing success. And guys, let me just say it to you like this. I know why that had to happen. I know why we had to have so much stress and strain in order to get to where we are right now. And it's because of the concept we're going to be talking about today. So let me start by saying a great big thank you to every single person who has persevered with us in order to get to this point. Guys, today we decided to change our audio setup slightly. And as you can see, it decided to become a whole mammoth of a problem. I do apologize first and foremost on behalf of our team, because that should not have happened. But nonetheless, guys, we are here and we are ready to rock with you in order for us to get maximum value on tonight's show. Let me know how the audio sounds. Can you guys hear me clearly? Is it all coming through clearly? Again, I do apologize for tonight's blunders thus far. Quite a surprise. A basic change resulted in so much drama. But guys, tonight we have definitely got the value for you. I hope you're ready for the value that's going to be shared tonight. Thank you everyone for your patience. As Osei Kimwen has said in the chat, totally true. Thank you ever so much. Guys, we are here for you. We are going to give you that value today. And first and foremost, we want to apologize for all of the stress and strain that has been caused through means of the technical issues. Now, first and foremost, let me just say this. If you're tuning in for the first time, write the word new in the chat. Let me see the word new in the chat if you are tuning in for the first time. Secondarily, if you are back again, let me see the word ready in the chat. Side by side with all of that, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, press that like button, and also hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date every single time we go live. I'm really thankful to all of those people in the comments who are letting me know we got some perfect sound and also can hear you loud and clear. I do apologize, guys. We had some technical issues and hopefully they are all fixed, they are all remedied, and we are now ready to go. So like I said, if you are with us again for another day of the 21 days of your property investing success, write the word ready in the chat. If on the other hand, you are someone who's brand new, you haven't been with us ever before, you've never been on our weekly live show every Saturday at 6 p.m, neither have you joined us on these 21 days of property investing success, then write the word new in the chat so we can get rocking with you straight away and jump straight into tonight's show. Guys, we've got so much to cover on tonight's show. And I know why this had to happen. I know why we had to have some issues today. The reason we had to have issues today, okay, of all of the days we could have had issues, the reason it had to be today is because of what we're going to be speaking about today. Today we're talking about momentum, okay? I'm telling you right up front, right from the beginning today. Today we're talking about momentum, okay? And this is the reason why you have challenges like this, because the world wants to test whether you're going to keep pushing through with momentum, or are you just going to back up? Are you going to quit? Are you going to say, you know what, I've tried, it didn't work, I'm off home now? Okay, guys, and it's the same for you guys as viewers. Okay, some of you out there, you would have been trying to tune in, trying to log in. You know what, I'm not sure what's going on, etc. But then some of you would have given up. Okay, and my hope is that none of the people who are watching this would have given up. Our hope is that you're not watching on the replay because you gave up on watching on the live. My hope is that you stuck with it, you found the link, you got involved, and you said you are ready. So I got my first ready in the comments from KTR. Loving that. Come on, guys, let me know. Join with KTR and let me know that you guys are ready. Thank you, KTR, for joining us on the new stream and for persevering past the old stream. And thank you to every single other person. Osei Kimwen, I know you were in the previous stream. Thank you ever so much. Simply I Can Win, I know you was in the previous stream. Thank you so much. I got Simply I Can Win in the chat saying ready. I love it. Guys, let's make this happen. Let's make this stream a better stream than the stream was gonna be just because we were able to get it off the ground. Let's make this stream a better stream than it was gonna be just because we were able to make this off the ground. Let me ask you this question. Are you willing to do that with me? All right. If you are, just say the word yes. Let me just see the word yes in the chat if you are willing to do that with me. If you are willing to rock with me on this stream and make sure that this stream becomes a better stream than it would have been, okay? Just write the word yes in the chat. Let me see who's ready to ride. Let me see who's really ready to ride with us on this journey. Because I'm ready to ride, guys. I am clearly ready to ride, ready to give the value that is due. Okay, so let's try and see if we can do this together. I'm looking forward to doing this together with you guys. All right, I'm seeing the readies in the chat. Thank you ever so much for the readies in the chat. Let me see the word yes in the chat. Let me see the word yes in the chat. Guys, they tried to steal our thunder. Guys, they tried to shut us down, but that's not going to happen. All right. Ready to go. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick recap. I'm going to read our disclaimer. Then we're going to jump straight into tonight's show, offering you the value that you came for the day 6 of the 21 days to your property investing success. And I'm going to say that again. It's day 6 of the 21 days of your property investing success. Yes, your property investing success, not your neighbor's property investing success, not your friend's property investing success, not your cousins or your aunties or uncles' property investing success, but your property investing success. And in order for you to obtain your property investing success, you've got to take up what I'm going to put down and run with it. And that's what I'm hoping you're going to do, because this is all for you. Now, let's jump into the disclaimer. All information provided and results given are exemplary. Each person's results may vary or differ. Results are based on consistent strategies, and we advise that you always seek financial and legal advice from a qualified professional. Now that that is over, thank you for the yeses in the comments. I can see the yeses already firing in. Now that that is over, we're going to jump straight into the recap. Day 1. Okay. On day 1 of the 21 days of property investing success, we spoke about knowing what you want. We said if you do not know what you want, all roads lead there. We broke down on day 1 that knowing what you want is one of the biggest obstacles and hurdles for most people on their property investing journey. Most people do not achieve property investing success because they just surely don't know what they want. They have no idea about what they want. They have no clue about what they want. Let that not be you. Okay, let that not be the people you talk to. Let that not be the people you hang around with. Let that not be the people you do property with. Guys, be the kind of person who knows what you want in terms of your property journey. Property investing success is much easier to achieve when you know what it looks like. Property, I'm going to say that again. If you got your pens, your papers, your notepad, your iPad, you're ready to go. Guys, write that down. Property investing success is much easier to achieve when you know what you are trying to achieve, when you know what it looks like. Okay, I'll give you an example. If you know that you want to achieve £7,000 per month in cash flow from your property investing portfolio, it's easier to achieve it because you've put a number on it. You've put a figure on it. You can put your finger on a figure, but you can't put your finger on thin air. This is the biggest problem for most people. So day 1, that's what we spoke about. And I shared with you guys in day 1 a video recommendation as well as a book recommendation. This was the book recommendation. How do you kill 11 million people? Okay. Powerful book, talks about the concept of truth and lies. Okay. Speaks deeply about the concept of truth and lies. And let me tell you something. Your truth is paramount to you. I'll say that again. Your truth is paramount to you. It is essential that you work out what is the desire you have, what is the truth you're looking for, what is the thing you want in your life. It is essential, because the moment you're able to do that is the moment you're able to set yourself up for your property investing success. Property investing success is a direct byproduct of knowing what you want. If you do not know what you want, all roads lead there. So that's where we started in day 1. Day 2, we shifted. We spoke about metacognition. I don't have the Think and Grow Rich book here, but we spoke about metacognition. We spoke about thinking about your thinking. We spoke about the fact that if you learn to scrutinize how you think, you put yourself in the best position to evaluate your predicament every single time and win. To evaluate your predicament, every single change and win. To be the person who can look at a landscape and pivot without someone saying it's pivot time. Okay, metacognition was the second key we spoke about. Principle number 2, numero uno. was number 1. And then what did it say? Numero 2. I don't know, guys. You know, my French is not good. I know KTR, I believe you speak French, KTR. Guys, let me know. Mrs. I Can Win, simply I Can Win in the comments. Let me know. How do you say number 2 in French? All right. Help me out in the comments. As you can see, Samuel's bilingual abilities as it pertains to en français is not very good. Let me have some help in the chat, please. All right. So the second day 2, the principle we covered on day 2, you guys have got me laughing. I got deuce, numero deuce. Okay, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. The second day, you guys have got me. The second day of the 21 days of the property investing for your property investing success, we spoke about the second principle. Thank you. Simply I Can Win it in the comments. Pronounce do. Okay, numero do. All right. So on the second day of your 21 days of property investing success, we spoke about something very interesting. It was metacognition. And I said to you that metacognition is a long word with a simple definition. And the simple definition is thinking about your thinking. This is what we went into in day 2. And guys, I'm telling you, day 2 was jam-packed. I really enjoyed speaking with you guys on day 2. Let me ask this. All right. Thank you ever so much. I got KTR laughing at me in the chat with the big LOL. Thank you ever so much, guys. Let me ask you this. All right. If you are ready to go for tonight's show, if you're ready already, we've already got the jokes going on. We got the fire going on. It's burning already. All right. Oh my gosh, this is getting worse. This is getting worse. Numero is Spanish though. Laugh out loud. You guys are getting me. Maybe we should take the chat off the screen. Hit the subscribe button, press like, press the bell notification if you guys are rocking with us and you want to be a part of our community going forward in your property investing success. This is the Impact Properties channel on YouTube where you get creative property investing on demand. Let's jump in. Now look guys, if you haven't hit share already, hit share this content. Let some other people get some of our humor tonight because it is off the chain. And you know the funniest thing, it's probably a good thing I didn't know the difference between the Spanish and the French just then because Boris has decided to lock up the borders. Anyway, let's jump straight in. No more political jokes. Day 1, we spoke about knowing what you want. We said that is essential to your property investing success. Day 2, we completely pivoted and started speaking about metacognition. Long word, simple definition. Thinking about your thinking. Day 3, we went straight in. Okay. We went straight in on day 3. Have I got the book here? I don't think I've got the book here. But day 3, we started to talk about vision and how you need to have a vision, how you need to be able to have a clear vision for what you desire. Okay. Day 4, we then transitioned. In day 4, we started to talk about faith and fear. We started to talk about faith and fear, guys. We started to challenge you and say, are you actually dealing with the things that are important? Are you actually facing the difference between faith and fear? And guys, this is the funniest thing about each of these days as we've gone through. Each of these days work as a building block upon one another. If you are utilizing vehemently the keys that we're giving you in day 1, in day 2, in day 3, in day 4, you are going to be putting yourself in the best position in order to advance your property investing journey and to achieve property investing success for yourself. So it was on day 3 that we gave you the book recommendation, The Principles and Power of Vision. And I'm 100% sure I do not have that book here right now, written by Dr. Miles Monroe. And on day 3, I also gave you guys another video recommendation. And these video recommendations, guys, they're your homework. They're your basic homework in order for you to get stuck into the things we're doing, in order for you to start to understand what we're doing on a whole nother level. So that was on day 3. Straight after day 3, we shifted into day 4, where we stopped talking about vision and we started to talk about something else which was extremely important. The thing was with day 4 though, I forgot to give you guys your book recommendation. I absolutely forgot your book recommendation on day 4. So I had to come back on day 5 and not only speak to you guys on day 5 about the principle that we had yesterday for day 5, but also give you the book recommendation for the day before, which was Ogmendino's The University of Success. That was the book recommendation for day 5, for day 4, sorry. Let me get these books out. So we have it here. Ogmendino's The University of Success. This was your book recommendation for day 4 to get you up and running for day 4. But I only shared this with you yesterday because I forgot to give you the book recommendation, because on Monday we had our masterclass at 8 p.m. and I wanted to jump off on time. Yesterday, day 5, ooh la la, we jumped into personal development. We shifted out of faith and fear from day 4. We shifted out of speaking about vision. We shifted out of speaking about metacognition. We shifted out of speaking about knowing what you want. And yesterday, second Dr. Miles Monroe recommendation, we spoke about becoming a leader, personal development. Yesterday was a great stream. There was some energy on the stream yesterday. Personal development. Guys, if you got value in yesterday's stream, what I would love for you guys to do is just write in the chat personal development, just like we was writing yesterday. Personal development. Let me see that in the chat. Personal development. Because that's where we went yesterday with day 5. We spoke about personal development, and the statement I kept saying yesterday, the statement I wanted you guys to be comfortable with yesterday, the statement I tried to embed in our systems yesterday was personal development is the vehicle which creates the shortest path to your property investing success. I'll say it again. Personal development is the fastest path. It creates the vehicle to make the shortest path to your property investing success. That was the mantra yesterday. Today, we're talking about something completely different. We're talking about something tonight that we all need. We're talking about something tonight that is the game changer. Tonight, we're talking about momentum. Momentum is the name of the game. That's tonight. That's exactly what we're talking about tonight. I'm going to be taking questions on anything you guys want to discuss in regards to momentum, how to build momentum in your property business, how to reignite momentum. You know, sometimes you have a business, you might be doing your property activity, something comes around the corner like COVID-19, something comes around the corner like lockdown, like pandemic, like new rules, like new red tape. Something comes around the corner and knocks you off your proverbial property investing success high horse. And when you get knocked off the high horse of your activity in property investing success, you say to yourself, oh, I've been knocked off my horse. I just don't feel like it anymore, or I'm just not sure what to do anymore. Let me tell you something. Momentum is the name of the game. Momentum is a game changer. Tonight, guys, I'm going to give you 2, not 1, but 2 book recommendations. You've got your main book recommendation. It's in the description already. Okay. Your main book recommendation is in the description already. Let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. Okay. Your main book recommendation is in the description already. Let me see if I can bring it up and show you guys exactly the book we're talking about. All right. So you guys should be able to see the web browser on the screen. What we're going to do, we're going to get straight into that. Okay. Those of you who've already sneaked peek into the description, you would have seen it already. But this is your first book recommendation for tonight's episode. Okay, the book is known as Go for No. Okay, the book is known as Go for No. This book is the book you need. Okay, this book is the one that's going to help you understand how momentum is crucial for you. And let me say this to make things easier for you as well. Okay, this book is a short read. Again, it's another short read. I think you guys like it when I bring the short reads. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know. Okay. Do you prefer the short reads or do you prefer the long reads? I don't know. You guys need to let me know. Hit the like button if you prefer the short leads, if you prefer the short reads. For those of you who prefer the long reads, you can just press the share button. Okay. Let's do it that way. That way we'll find out who likes what. All right. So the short reads are littered throughout the recommendations I've made. For example, day 1, how do you kill 11 million people? That was a short read. And because it's a short read, we shared that with you on day 1. The book recommendation I've just given you, Go for No. Again, this is another short read. Guys, you can go and grab this on Audible for free. Okay, you can see here, listen for free for 30 days. And this is the great thing about Audible. If you take their free 30-day trial and you decide to cancel it before the end of the 30 days, you don't pay anything and you still get to keep the book. Okay, so anyone who wants to use our link, we'll have a link in the description. Go get the book for free. Okay, if you've already got an Audible account, then you know it's worth the £7.99 or whatever they're charging you. Okay, so Go for No is your first book recommendation for today's show. That's the first one. The second one, you're not going to get that easy. I'm not just going to put it on like that. All right. But like I've said, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification if you haven't already. Be a part of what we're doing. Let's jump into the conversation about momentum. Thank you also Kimwin in the chat for personal development. Thank you KTI in the chat for personal development. Thank you ever so much again. LOL. Simply I can win for numero uno is Spanish though. Laugh out loud. Now let's jump into some talk about momentum. Now here we go. When we talk about momentum, what I want you guys to understand, I've said it already, this needs to be in your notes. Momentum is the name of the game. Let's write that down, okay? Momentum is the name of the game. You don't have to throw it in the chat, but I want you writing that in your notes, in your journals, in your notepads, in your iPads, in your tablets. Momentum is the name of the game. Okay, let me show you something so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, because some people don't get this. Okay, I'm going to show you the power of momentum. All right. If I said to you, you know what? I want to give you something. Okay, let's go back to this analogy from the other day, but let's shift it a little bit. If I said I want to give you something, I want to give you 100 euros. Okay, and you took the 100 euros, that would be great for you. Why? Because you've got 100 euros absolutely free. So you've got 100 euros, you're 100 euros richer, you got the note. Okay, and that's great for you. Okay, but if I said to someone else, I want to give you something, and they responded in a way that made me want to give them something else, and then they responded in a way that made me want to give them something else. You see the difference there? That's called momentum. You see, the second person receives the 100 euros, receives the $100, receives the £50 note. The first person receives the 100 euros and the scenario's dead. The scenario's cold. Why? No momentum. Momentum is the name of the game. Momentum is how a company goes from local to national to global. Okay? Momentum. Okay? Momentum is how KFC, okay, goes from one branch to global. How McDonald's goes from one branch to global. How Subway goes from one branch to global. You see, that is momentum. Momentum is your ability to take what you're doing and replicate it, to duplicate it, to do it again, to do it on another scale, to do it bigger, to do it better. Guys, just like this video, if this video is giving you value already, share this video. Why am I encouraging you to share this video? Because I want you guys to give this video momentum. This is what you have to understand. Momentum cannot be caused by one party in and of itself. I can't create the momentum around this video. I can only play my part about creating momentum around this video. So playing my part is showing up, for example. Playing my part is telling people about the video, for example. Playing your part is sharing the video. Now, I'm talking about a video right now. I'm sure you understand why I'm talking about the video. But if you take the concept I've just shared with you and apply that to your property journey, it will all start to make sense. It's exactly the same with your property journey. You see, when you take on one property, whether it's a buy to let, whether it's a buy refurbish refinance, whether it's a rent to rent, whatever it is, when you take on one property, you have not yet created momentum. You've started the journey of momentum, but to start to create momentum, what you now need to do is infuse the ability that you have with that one property with another property and another property and another property, or with another tenant to rent the room, with another tenant and another tenant and another tenant and another tenant. You see, today, I'll give you an example, real life example. Today, I knew I was going to conduct a viewing on a property, and I had a decision. The decision was I either book one tenant or prospective tenant to go and view the specific property, or I booked multiple tenants. And I had the great opportunity that there were 3 tenants interested all at the same time. So I scheduled all of them in 30-minute intervals. Bang, bang, bang. Okay? Or bang, bang. Yeah, bang, bang, bang. That's free. Now, the reason this is important is because it goes back to exactly what I'm talking about. It harps on the concept of momentum. You see, A lot of things happen with momentum. A lot of things, okay? If you want me to share with you some of the things that happen with momentum, just write the word things in the chat, okay? You let me know. Write the word things in the chat and I'll start to go down the list of some of the things that happen with momentum. But like I've said already, guys, momentum is the name of the game. All right, that should be as a subheading on your notes right now. Momentum is the name of the game. All right, if you're building a block of flats, you want to get momentum behind you. Why? Because you want that block of flats, that block of flats developed, built out, and finished before the time frame it could have ended up being built, developed, and unfinished. You see, there are so many people who, because they don't understand the concept of momentum, they start a project, but they become lethargic around the project's completion. Why? Because they start to lose momentum. They start to lose momentum. Let me say this to you. I don't want to be this cynical, but I'm going to say this to you guys because I want you to start to understand what I'm talking about. What the government are doing right now, by jumping on live streams, by broadcasting online and saying to everybody, oh, it's another lockdown. Oh, it's another lockdown. What do you think they're doing, guys? What's the key word today? What do you think they're doing? I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about. Okay? I'm using these different contexts to describe what I'm talking about so you guys can see how clearly and how powerful momentum is. What do you think the government's actually doing? Lockdown 1, lockdown 2, lockdown 3, lockdown 4, tier this, tier that, tearing everything up. Why do you think there's all these tiers and all of these lockdowns? Because they're building momentum. I hope somebody's catching this. Imagine if you could do that in your property business. Imagine in month 1, you could say, okay, we've taken over the property. We've optimized the portfolio. We've rented out all of the empty rooms. Then you get to month 2, month 3. Okay, we're now building momentum. We're going to issue a rent increase on all of the rooms because some of these tenants have been here for 3 years, 4 years with no rent increase. The average property in the area is getting 595 a month, but this particular property for some reason is still getting on average 550 a month. No, rent increase time. Momentum. By the time you get to month 4, of course you'll be looking for your next property. Why? Because of how lucrative the property is generating revenues for you. Momentum. So KTR's written in the chat things. So let me start sharing with you some of the things that momentum can do for you. Okay? Momentum, first thing, if you're taking notes, write this down. One of the things momentum does for you is gives you extreme experience. Okay? I need people writing this down in the chat. Okay? So somebody write that for me. #experience. Okay? One of the main things momentum will give you is experience. It will give you experience beyond other people around you. Why? Because you built momentum. I'll give you an example. If you go and start running marketing campaigns, which we're going to be talking about from day 8 and day 9, but if you go and start running marketing campaigns and your marketing campaigns start to pick up momentum and you start to have leads coming in, people calling you, oh, hi, Ketty, I need to let you know that I've got a property opportunity. Oh, hi, Osa Akinwin, I've got a property opportunity. Oh, Simply Akinwin, I've got a property opportunity. Oh, listen, Samuel, I've got a property opportunity. When you have several people, multiple people, when you have momentum in terms of leads coming your way, do you know what that gives you? That gives you experience beyond that of your peers. Okay, I'll give you an example. The fact I had 3 viewings back to back to back. Do you know what happens by the time you get to the 3rd viewing? There's questions you may not have asked the first prospective tenant that you now have to ask the 3rd prospective tenant. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. If I'm right, let me see in the chat. Let me see the word right in the chat. Guys, momentum gives you experience. You see, one of the biggest things that people starting on their property journey are screaming that they lack is experience. You know why? Because they don't go out there and create momentum, force appreciation. That's what we're supposed to do. When you buy a house, you're supposed to force the appreciation. You're supposed to force the value. You're supposed to add value by any means necessary. What are you doing? You're creating momentum. Momentum that wasn't there before. So the first point is experience. When you get out of your own way and you start developing momentum in any aspect of your property investing journey for success, you will start to get experience. You will get experience beyond other people. You'll have other people around you saying, you're so knowledgeable about this. How comes you know so much about this? How comes you just seem to understand this? You know why? Because I built momentum. I didn't let myself go at the pace of everybody else. Guys, let me share this. It's the same thing with professional athletes. I speak about Mo Farah so often, guys. It's the same with someone like Mo Farah. When he's doing a long distance run, there are certain places on his journey where he needs to build momentum at a pace beyond that of the other people he's actually running against. Momentum. You see, guys, every single one of us needs to learn the art of creating our own momentum. How do you turn things from 30 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour in an instant? You know how? When you have a mentality around momentum. When you start to understand the power of momentum. When you start calling everyone in your team and saying, guys, look, this month we got to complete this. This month we got to get this. This month we need this many leads in. Guys, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? Let's see if we're ready to go. All right, guys, if you're ready, let's go. Momentum. There are times you need to create momentum. Okay? Other people use the terminology, a sense of urgency. Let me put that in the chat for you guys as well. That's another one that will hopefully wake you guys up, help you guys understand what I'm talking about. A sense of urgency is one of the ways that you create momentum. You start giving people a sense of urgency. I'll give you an example. Okay? We recently signed a contract with a brand new property. The person that was signing the contract with us said they wanted to have a chat with me today. And we've signed this contract already. And they said to me in the conversation today, they said, you know what? There were certain things we didn't think about when we were putting that contract together, which could potentially come up in the future. So they wanted to discuss it. You know what I did? I created a sense of urgency. I said, yeah, that's fine. I totally understand that. But that contract is signed. So what we can do is we can do some email exchanges and use that as an addendum to the actual contract, but the contract's signed. Why did I do that? Because I wanted to create a sense of urgency. I wanted to build momentum. I wanted that person to understand that part of what we're doing is done. The deal is locked in. We are not going to reopen the negotiation stages for you to potentially start messing with our deal that we're happy with. We're happy with the deal. So if you want to put some benchmark addendums to the side, we don't mind. But the reality is we're happy with the deal. So sometimes you've got to create a sense of urgency. And this is another thing that momentum will give you. Momentum will not give you only experience. Momentum will also give you a sense of urgency. It will give you a power to create urgency at the drop of a hat, at instant. No, it's time to move. It's time to move. Let's go, guys. Are we ready? It's 7 o'clock. The show's about to start. It's 8 o'clock. The show's about to start. It's 4 p.m. You got to pay more rent. The rent is due. Guys, you can create a sense of urgency when you understand momentum. Momentum is key to developing a sense of urgency. Okay? You see, I'll give you an example. This is one of the funniest things. You see, a lot of us who do property, we have to deal with local boroughs and local authorities. Okay? So one of the councils I deal with a lot of the time is the London Borough of Redbridge Council or the Borough of Redbridge Council. I've been dealing with Redbridge Council for a number of years on a number of different things. And sometimes their lack of urgency is ridiculous. Okay, I can probably say that louder. Let me move back and say it again. Their lack of urgency sometimes is ridiculous. That's how ridiculous it is. Now, guys, if you're watching this and you work in the borough of Redbridge, because I know I have some people who work in the HMO department who are actually connected to me. Listen, this is not me insulting you or saying that you are worse than any other council. Okay, I'm just saying sometimes, okay, their sense of urgency is ridiculous. Okay, but let me tell you what makes me laugh. When they're ready, when they are ready to get something done, momentum turns up to 100,000 million miles per hour. And they expect you to deal with it. So my question to you is this: why do you want to be on the back foot of that when you can be the person creating that? Why do you want to be the person who waits until the council are 12 months late to do something for them to start hounding you like you are 12 months late to do something? You see, that's the sense of urgency, another thing that you will get when you learn to work with momentum. So you won't just get experience, you'll also get a sense of urgency, but there's more, okay? There's so much more. Let's keep jumping through. When you start to understand momentum, okay, another thing you will get is you will get a following, okay? You'll get people who just can't seem to understand how you get things done. So they'll start to follow you. They'll start to say, no, I need you to do it for me, or I need you to explain it for me, or I want you to be on this predicament or this process or this project. I need you involved. Why are they following you? I'll tell you why they're following you. Because they can see that you have mastered the art of momentum. You see, let's build this into what we've been speaking about for the last 5 days so you guys can start to see the real value here. All right. So you know what you want. You've learned to scrutinize your thinking using the journal habit, which I spoke to you guys about, metacognition. You're thinking about your thinking. You transition to a place where you start to develop a vision. So you actually have articulated on paper, in pen, what you are trying to achieve and what it looks like. You've learned to describe it. Hashtag day 1, hashtag day 2, hashtag day 3. Now that you've described it, you've transitioned into a place. Okay. We spoke about faith and fear. You've transitioned into a place where you start to understand the difference between when you're dealing with scenarios and you're afraid, and when you're dealing with scenarios and you have faith for moving forward. Okay. We're on day 4 now. Hashtag day 4. Now you shift into day 5, which is what we spoke about yesterday, personal development, where you are adamant that the shortest route, the shortest road from where you are to where you want to get to is about your personal development, your ability to develop yourself. And then you sprinkle on the key of momentum. Then you sprinkle on the sense of urgency, the ability to create experience in an instant. Then you sprinkle on the fact that when you go and get deal number 1, you're not just stopping at deal number 1, because your vision is so clear and you know that we need 24 deals before we transition into the buy, refurbish, refinance strategy, for example. Or you know that you need X, Y, Z before you transition to A, B, and C. And because you know this, because of your clear vision, because you know that you're not going to stop because of your commitment to personal development, you know what actually happens? You create your own momentum. You build your own momentum. So you don't just get the one thing coming your way. You get the second thing and the third thing. And then after a while, you realize, you know what? They actually just sent me the card. They shifted it to a whole nother level. I thought they were only going to give me 1, but I created enough momentum for them to give me 2. And then I saw there was an opportunity for them to give me 3. And then you know what they did? They gave me the black card. They just passed it all over because they realized I was the best person for the job. They realized I was going to keep going, however many it takes. Remember what we said yesterday, personal development. How many books do you need to read? As many books as it takes. How many people do you need to meet? As many people as it takes. How many times do you need to go live? As many times as it takes. You see, when you take that personal development attitude we spoke about yesterday, and you mix that with the concept of you knowing what you want, day 1, of you being able to scrutinize your thinking, day 2, of you being strong enough to be able to articulate your vision, see your vision, share your vision, day 3, shifting into being able to balance faith and fear, day 4, and then saying, I'm committed to making this happen, day 5, personal development. You have nothing else left except for momentum to create at your will. Okay, that is how you are going to get property investing success. You see, guys, let me tell you something. I said this on day 3. I said day 3's video is going to be so value packed. If I'm able to, I'm going to make day 3's video enough for people not to have to come back for any of the other days. But let me tell you something. If you have come back for these other days, hashtag KTR, hashtag Osei Kim win, hashtag simply I can win, hashtag all of those who are rocking with us. If you have come back after day 3, I'm sure you can start to see how if you take what I shared with you about having a vision, about setting things up, about knowing what you want, about being able to think about your thinking, and then you start adding on what I gave you guys in day 4, scrutinizing faith and fear, adding on what I shared with you guys yesterday, making a personal commitment to your personal development. We call that personal development. And then taking what I'm giving you guys today on day 6, building momentum, you can start to see how everything can change for you. Guys, I'm sure some of you are sitting here right now thinking, what is this guy going to teach me in the next set of days? We've got 15 more days and already I can see that Samuel set me up for success. Let me tell you something. When we start going into some practical activities from day 8 to day 21, I'm going to keep on coming back to the first 7 days. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, I'm going to keep on coming back to the first 7 days of value. The reason why I'm going to keep on coming back to these, because these are the foundations. You do not build a house without the right foundations. Day 1, knowing what you want, it is foundational. Guys, I don't care how big you get in your property business, you still need to know what you want. Day 2, foundational. I don't care how much money you make from property, you still need to be able to think about what you're doing and think about your thinking, scrutinize what you're actually doing. Day 3, having a vision. I told you guys, Proverbs 29 verse 18, it says, without a vision, the people perish. Listen, it does not matter how big your property business gets. It does not matter how much property investing success you think you have. I can assure you that you need to consistently have and refine your vision. Guys, we're not even going to jump into day 4, 5, 6, etc. I'm sure you can see already. This is the foundation, guys. This is the foundation. Guys, if you are getting value from this stream so far, just write the word value in the chat. Let me know that you're getting value so far. If you are getting value in the chat so far, let me see the word value in the chat. We are talking about momentum. That's what we're talking about here, momentum. And guys, this is what I want to assure you. I want to assure you that you are set up for success if you start to use exactly what I've shared with you from day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and now also day 6. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about something very, very powerful. In my opinion, tomorrow is actually the most powerful of the 7 days. That's my opinion. Okay. What I'm going to be sharing with you guys tomorrow as foundational principles, tomorrow is the most powerful in my experience. Okay. Now, the reason I'm leaving tomorrow till last out of the 7 days is because when you start building a foundation, you see, when you start, you're digging in the ground. And I shared about this in day 1 and also in day 3. You're digging in the ground. You're it's like digging a well. You're going down. You're going deep. You're getting dirty. You're getting messy. Okay. And then you start putting things in place. So things start to look organized. They start to look orderly, but they're basically still not necessarily ready to go. Okay. But then when you finish the foundation, day 7, okay, hashtag day 7. When you finish the foundation, you look at that foundation and you're like, wow, this thing looks like I can build a house on it. This thing looks like I can build a block of flats on it. I could actually see a high-rise building sitting on this thing. Guys, the point I'm making is when you get to the last day of the foundation, you start to realize that the foundation is worthy of what you're about to put on it. That's why tomorrow is going to be extremely, extremely important and extremely of value. That is going to be day 7 of the 21 days of property investing success. Guys, if you are getting value, hit the value button. That is the like button. Or write the word value in the chat. Thank you, KTR, for writing the word value in the chat. I've got value here from KTR. I've got Osei Kim who puts in the word commitment. I love that. Stealing the thunder. Let's do this. All right, guys. So, guys, let me know if you are getting value. Because if you're getting value, there's a point in doing this. If you're not getting value, there is no point in doing this. I might as well keep this for me, my wife, and my children, guys. But let me know. All right? Let me know if you're getting value in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Press subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you can be a part of our community and be up to date every single time we drop a video, every single time we go live, etc., etc. Now, I'm going to go further into momentum. Let me know if I'm allowed, okay? Let me know if I'm allowed. Do I have your permission to go deeper as we talk about momentum? Let me know. Let me know if I have your permission in the chat, please, guys. Momentum, the game changer. Momentum is the difference between the athlete who wins another world record and the athlete who says this year he's going to retire. Momentum is the difference. Momentum is the difference between the person who wins again and again and again and the person who says they're not going to try this time. Momentum is the difference, okay? Momentum is the difference, guys, between your property investing success and the idea of property investing success. Momentum is that difference, okay? I want you to understand that. I want you to be saying this kind of stuff to yourself. Momentum is the difference between me winning more than once and me winning only once, okay? Momentum is the difference. Momentum is the difference between you renting out that empty room you're dealing with right now, or you leaving that room empty and telling yourself one day it will rent itself out. Listen, guys, I'm saying this stuff and I know you're thinking to yourself, it will rent itself out. No room rents itself out. Listen, guys, there are people who live. I've done this before. I've been guilty of this, guys. I'm not just talking about this because I think it happens. Guys, I've done this myself before. Had an empty room in a HMO and acted like one day the room will be rented out. Yeah, but you are the owner of the house. You're the person in charge. You're supposed to rent the room out. How's the room going to rent itself out? Where's your ad? Why is your ad expired? I was talking to someone today. I said to them, oh, are you advertising the room? Oh, the ad's expired. Who's going to respond to an expired ad? Someone tell me the answer to that, please. Who is going to respond to an expired ad? There's only one person I've ever met. One person. Okay? I don't know. I'll send you something. If somebody can give me the answer, let's see. There's one person I've heard of who responds to expired ads in Spare Room. If I can get the right answer, first person who gives me the right answer of the one person who I've heard who responds to expired ads on Spare Room, I will send you a magazine. I'll send you, what am I going to send you? I need to send you something of value. What have we got here? I'll send you I'll send you 3 magazines. Let's add some value out here. I will send you all of the latest 3 magazines, Property Investors News. I'll send you December, November, and October, all 3. I'm going to be that nice. Okay? All right. KTR says, sure. That means she wants me to go deeper on momentum, and we will go deeper on momentum. All right. So whoever can tell me the one, I don't even know if I can call them a person, the only person that can respond to an expired ad, I'm going to send them October's Property Investors News. I'm going to send them November's Property Investors News. And I'm going to send them December's Property Investors News. I'm going to send them 3 issues. Okay? The 3 most recent issues besides January. Okay? Of the Property Investors News. I'm going to put them in an envelope and send them to you. Let me know, guys. I want to know who that is. I want to know who's the person. I know the person. It's the only person, okay? The only person I've ever heard of who can respond to an expired advert? Let me find out. Guys, if your ad is expired, you're waiting for yourself to rent that room out. You're not waiting for anyone to respond to the ad. Nobody can respond to an ad that's expired. You see, this is part of the problem, guys. This is why we have to start to understand how to do things properly and build momentum, create momentum so we can start winning. You see, it's really that simple, guys. If you want to win, all you need to do is start to engage with momentum. Start to build momentum. Start to create momentum. Start to help people understand that you are a person about momentum. Okay? KTR said it in the chat. I'll give you the points. I'll give you all the points for that. Okay? KTR said, no one. The only one is no one. I would have said nobody. But nobody, no person, no one. You're 100% correct. There is no one who can respond to an expired ad. It does not happen. It does not work. Guys, how can you wake up in the morning and assume that you're going to have an ad that has expired and think people are going to rock with you? People are going to show up and apply for the property. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not only is it not going to happen, it doesn't happen. It's not possible. But yet, there will be people out here who will be acting like it works. This is why momentum is so powerful. Momentum is your game changer, guys. Momentum is the name of the game, guys. Momentum is the thing that's going to take you from where you are to where you're trying to get to, guys. Momentum. On your journey towards property investing success, key number 6 for you is momentum. So let's go deeper into momentum. Let's talk a bit more about how momentum can be a game changer for you. All right, momentum. Let me grab this real quick and share with you guys day 6 resource. So I said to you guys a short while ago that the book recommendation for today was the book Go for No. Okay? And I shared with you guys that Go for No is a book that's going to help you understand how you can start to build momentum. Okay? And that's exactly what they're going to do. KTR said, sure, she's happy for me to keep going forward in terms of breaking down more about momentum. So as a result, I'm going to keep doing that. All right? Now, one of the things we need to understand is that momentum is one of those things that allows you to build wealth. Okay, many people forget that. All right, and I'll share this with you for you to understand exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if you've heard this statement before. Okay, there's a very well-known statement. The statement goes, it's not how much money you can make, it's how much money you can keep. Okay, I'll say that again. It's not how much money you can make, it's how much money you can keep. Okay, now the reason this is so important, okay, powerful. The reason that it's so important for you to understand how momentum works is because momentum is just like that statement. Momentum is just like that concept of it's not about how much money you can make. It's about how much money you can keep, because making money is like the example I gave you guys. It's like the first note coming your way. Making money is a thing that you want to get happening. Oh, I want to make more money. Okay, now you're making more money. The problem is, are you keeping more money? And for most people, it's no. So that's where momentum comes into play. Because with momentum, what you want to do is not just make money, you then want to be able to keep more money. And then from making more money and keeping more money, you then want to be able to maybe give more money. And then from making more money, keeping more money, and giving more money, you then want to be able to create generational wealth or create wealth for other people or teach other people how to create sustainable and long-lasting wealth. The point I'm making is when you start to understand how momentum works, you start to realize how crucial momentum is to wealth creation. Now, Why is this relevant to you? This is why it's relevant to you, okay? It's relevant to you because what I'm going to share with you as the second resource for tonight is something I started to listen to over 16 years ago. This was the first ever, and we said yesterday was personal development, so this is why I want to help you guys. This was the first, I think it was the first ever personal development resource I ever bought for myself. Okay? This is called, hopefully you guys can see it, the 1 Minute Millionaire. Okay? Hopefully you guys saw that clearly. All right. If you guys want me to write it in the chat, let me know. Just say, write it in the chat. Just let me know that you want me to write in the chat and I'll do that for you. This program, okay, and I call it a program because it's slightly different to a book. All right. You can get this as a book. You can buy this as a book. Okay. Or if you don't want to buy it as a book, you can buy it how I bought it in 2003 or 2002. Okay. And I bought this as a CD cassette case, a CD program, okay? And people don't use CDs anymore, so you might want to try and see if the MP3 is available or something like that. Now, I can break down to you what this resource is and how it works so you can have a good understanding before you go and buy it, okay? Now, what this resource is half of the resource is a catalog of principles on how to build wealth, okay? The other half is a story of how a group of people come together to build wealth, okay? So together, when you put the whole resource together, it's basically been created for people who are both left brain and also right brain thinkers. The people who are right brain, very creative, they just want to know, oh, tell me a story. They've got the story in there for them. But the people who are left brain, analytical, they need the principles. It has the principles embedded within there for them. And that's how they created this resource called the 1 Minute Millionaire. Now, what they do in the 1 Minute Millionaire is they break down something very, very powerful. What they basically do is they explain to you throughout the process the principles, and then they embed them within the stories so you start to understand how those principles of building wealth actually work. Now, why have I said that this is going to be today's resource or one of the resources alongside the Go for No book? Very simply, the reason why today we've made this one of the resources is very simply because this audio program from beginning to end exemplifies the concept of momentum. It exemplifies the concept of momentum. You see the people in this audio program look at different niches, not just property investment. They look at property investment. They look at selling a particular widget or a product. They look at a number of different things. And in all of the things they look at, you see how momentum comes to play. Guys, I want you to understand momentum is the name of the game. Momentum is crucial for your success. If you want to have property investing success, momentum is going to give you experience way more than a whole lot of other people are going to give you. Momentum is going to give you an ability in order for you to have and create a sense of urgency. Momentum is going to give you a following. Momentum is going to put you in a predicament where people say, I have to work with her. I have to work with him, because now through momentum, you end up with a following. Okay. What you need to understand is momentum is the name of the game. Okay. Now, guys, there is so much more I could go into as we start to speak about momentum. But what I want to do is I want to open it up for questions. If we have any questions on the topic of momentum before we start to transition for tonight's live stream. So guys, if you've got value, feel free to hit the like button. Feel free to share this video with any other person who you know, friend, follower, or fan in your community, family member as well. Guys, I hope you got value as we spoke about momentum throughout tonight's show, because momentum is the name of the game. Momentum is going to be crucial to you as you know what you want, as you shift and connect that with your ability to think about your thinking, as you then build into that your ability to create and start to architect your own vision, and then side by side with that, as you start to embed that into your life, dealing with fear, walking in faith, and then you start to activate personal development, and you just inject all of that with momentum in order for you to guarantee that you win. We got Atanas in the chat. He says, greetings, Samuel. Greetings to you, Mr. Atanas. Great to have you in the chat. Okay. Powerful question. So Mr. Atanas asked a powerful question. Guys, those of you who have questions, write your questions in. Let me get those questions, guys. Let me get those questions. We got a one question already, and that is an extremely powerful question. Atanas, thank you for your question. Those of you who have questions, guys, throw those questions in. Let's go tackle these questions, guys. Okay. So as you guys are putting your questions in, we are going to tackle question number 1. In Spanish, question numero uno. Oh, the private jokes from the beginning of the stream. Guys, you guys have got me. All right, so Atanas asked a question about the following, okay, which I think is a great question. Atanas says, can you please expand on how momentum connects to create a following? All right. And I think that's an amazing question. So let's jump straight into that. All right. Now, the best way for me to describe this is by using the example of a train. Okay. The best way for me to describe this is by using the example of a train. Okay. Now, when you have a high-speed train that everybody knows is capable of getting from A to B in a reliable amount of time, in a safe manner, do you know what happens? They say, let's put this car on train A. Okay, let's attach this to it. Let's attach another car to it. Okay, when I say cars, I'm not talking about automobiles. I'm not talking about car vehicles. I'm talking about the carriages. Okay, carriages that get attached to the end of a train. Okay, I'm sure they're called cars. Okay, all right. So they will add another, I'm talking about railroad cars, but guys, you know what I'm talking about. They will add it on, okay? A rail car or a wagon or a carriage, okay? Or a truck or a rail wagon or a rail carriage or rail truck, okay? Also called a train car, a train wagon, a train carriage, or train truck. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going to read this definition to you because it will help you understand exactly where I'm coming from with this. It says, is a vehicle used for the carrying of cargo or passengers on a rail transport system. Okay. Now, the reason why that definition is interesting, I didn't think that definition was going to give us more value, but I'm going to use that to help you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So Atanas has asked this simple question. Can I expand on how momentum connects to create a following? And what I'm basically saying is, if you think about a train that everybody knows successfully can get from one location to another location, the next thing that happens is travelers, transporters, individuals, they want to now travel on that train. People are like, oh, can I get on that train? Because I want to get safely from A to B. And I know that train is going there faster than I can walk there. Or that train is going there faster than my current car is going to drive me there. Or that train is going to go there faster than every other means of transportation I've tried to use before. So the first thing is, when you start to build momentum and people start to observe the fact that you're building successful momentum, people want to follow you. So this is what we mean when we say that momentum will create a following. People will want to follow you. And again, going back to the train analogy, first and foremost, it might just be passengers. It might just be people that want to come along for the ride just to see. That might be how it starts. The following might start with just passengers. But after your following starts with passengers, the next thing that happens is exactly what I was getting into a moment ago. You start seeing people trying to connect their cars to you, their cargo to you. Now they want you to transport goods from location A to location B. So I'll give you an example. You might have a rent-to-rent business. You might take on a property and outperform the perception of the landlord. The landlord might be thinking to themselves, it's just a guaranteed rent. They're just going to give me a guaranteed rent. But you might do more than provide a guaranteed rent. You might turn their house into what they perceive to be a palace. And every single time you give them an update, every single time you send them a picture, every single time you say to them, oh, Mr. Landlord, there's actually a structural defect. We need you to come down and have a look at it. And they come down to have a look at a structural defect and see the cosmetic wonders that you've created in their property. For example, you see, what that does is that starts the journey of what I'm talking about creating momentum. Because now what happens is this landlord is telling their landlord friends about your guaranteed rent scheme. This landlord is now telling their landlord friends about the property manager they have, which is exceeding their expectations. And this is a practical property example I'm giving you. I'll give you guys a real example right now. So I shared with you guys earlier on about one of the properties we've recently taken over and about one of the conversations I had with the people we signed the contract with earlier on. You know, the thing that's really interesting, this person has already started to refer us to other people. This person has already messaged me and said to me, look, I've got a contact. They're going to be in touch. They've got a 3-bedroom flat in the Canary Wharf area. They want to know if you can help them. How does this happen? How does this happen? Do you know how this happens? Because people want to follow you when you build momentum. Okay? People want to follow you when you build momentum. Okay? Guys, this is the reality. Let me see if I can read this message. Hi, Samuel. My friend has this was yesterday at 3:26. Hi, Samuel. My friend has a 3-bed flat in Canary Wharf, rented out to 3 separate tenants. Currently 1 room available. See the link here. She's looking for a reliable managing agent to look after it going forward. Is this something you might be interested in? Or perhaps you may know someone who might be interested in. Thanks. My response. Hi, thanks for thinking of us. This is something that we could look into. Would you like to make the introduction between us? That was yesterday. That was someone who we've just recently taken their property. Oh, look, here we go. Thank you, Osei Kinwin. The perfect word is in the chat. The perfect word. That's the answer. We just recently signed a contract with this individual, and yesterday they are messaging us saying there's momentum. I'm ready to refer you. Why am I ready to pass you to my contacts? Because you've already exceeded my expectations. I asked you for A, you delivered A, B, and C. You've already exceeded my expectations. You came with the momentum. Guys, let me tell you something. Do you want to know one of the easiest ways to exceed people's expectations? Let me know in the chat. All right, just write the word yes. If I get enough yeses in the chat, I'm looking for about 7 yeses. If I get 7 yeses from 7 different people, I need to start saying that now, as per KTR's hack yesterday and Mute's hack the other day. But I need to start saying that now. Guys, let me see 7 yeses in the chat. And the moment I get 7 yeses in the chat, I'm going to give you one of the key ways you can start exceeding people's expectations. All right? Guys, this is what happened. Yesterday, we're receiving another opportunity. 3-bed flat in the Canary Wharf area. And everybody knows that's the area that I do a lot of property deals. How do these properties come my way for management? How do these properties come my way for rent to rent? How do these properties come my way for sale? How do these properties come my way for sourcing? How do these properties come my way in all of these different strategies? The reason they come my way is because of momentum. That's it. That's it. When you create enough momentum, you know what happens? You then end up with a following. You have people seeking you out. You have people looking for you. You have people asking you more questions. You have people checking you out. That's another part of it, guys. Let me not shy away from this, because I don't want you to think building momentum is all positive. Because when you build enough momentum, you have people checking you out from the sidelines. You have people saying, hey, hold on a minute. Is that train legitimate? Is that train really going at 49 miles per hour? when all the other trains are restricted at 30? Is he allowed to do that? Is that train really growing at that pace? Is that train really taking all of these people along with the journey for free? Is that train really able to do that? You see, you will have people checking you out. You will have people trying to work out, are you for real? You will have people trying to compare you to other people. Oh, he's Samuel. Guys, momentum. All right? Momentum is the name of the game. I said that from the beginning of tonight's stream, and I can keep on saying it, guys. Momentum is the name of the game. Guys, if you haven't hit like already, hit the like button. Side by side with that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know how much value you need to get before you realize that it's the best thing you could do tonight. Side by side with all of that, hit the subscribe. Straight after you hit subscribe, hit that bell notification. Make sure you're part of our community so you will know every single time we are going live, and you'll be able to be a part of our live streams and also catch each of our videos that we drop every single week. Guys, how to invest in property in the UK. That video is on fire on our channel as well. So if you haven't gone and seen that, go and watch that video. That video will give you some insights that will connect with what we're going to be talking about when we get to day 8 of the property investing journey. Now, 2 things I want to share with you guys really quickly. First and foremost, our key resource. I'm pointing the wrong way. It's right here. Our key resource. If you have not got this already, go get this. The 7 best books to your property investing success. The link is in the description. The link of everything I speak about, guys, will usually be in the description of the video. If it's not in the description, just let us know. But the link should be in the description of this video. Okay? The 7 best books for your property investing success. Hand-picked book resources for your property investing journey to move forward, to help you move further, faster. That's my saying. I want to help you move further, faster in your creative property investing journey. And the way I can help you move further, faster in your property investing journey is by doing something very, very simple, giving you the resources, working with you guys. So go to this link right here, impactproperties.co.uk/book list, impactproperties.co.uk/book list. And one more time for those who want to write it down, impactproperties.co.uk/book list to go and get your free 7 best books for your property investing success. Now, today, as I've mentioned several times, is day 6. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 of the 7 days of property investing success. And so far, guys, I believe we've been sharing value upon value upon value upon value every single one of these days, every single one of these 6 days. And we got these yeses coming as well. KTR is not going to stop. Yes, 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 yes. Also, Kimwin gave us a yes as well. Let me do it for you guys. Let me be nice. We've only got 2 people saying yes in the chat, but let me be nice. If you are supposed to be saying yes and you haven't said yes yet, where's your yes? Let me ask you that. Where's your yes? Okay. But let's jump into the value. So I asked a question a moment ago. I said, would you like me to tell you one way that you can very easily exceed people's expectations? Okay. Now, this isn't rocket science. Okay. I'm going to be very transparent, guys. It's not rocket science. If I was giving you rocket science, I wouldn't give it to you, because then people will have an excuse as to why they can't do it. Okay. So this isn't rocket science. This is just help. This is just insight. Hopefully you guys are just going to take what I'm talking about and use it. All right. Nilis Rico, I see your yes in the chat. Let me give it to you guys. Okay. Let me give it to you guys. One of the easiest ways to exceed people's expectation is by using the key I gave you guys yesterday. What was the key for yesterday, guys? Let me know in the chat. You see, when you utilize the principle we spoke about yesterday, you position yourself to easily exceed people's expectations. Why? Because you are committed to doing something most people are not. What was yesterday's principle, guys? Let me see it in the chat, because that's the key to exceeding people's expectations. Let me tell you something. When you read more books than other people like you, let me put it that way, because I think that will help you justify and assimilate what I'm talking about more than anything else. When you read more books than other people like you, you will have more to offer than other people like you. Okay? When you help more people than other people like you help, you will have more insights, more experience, more of a sense of urgency. You will have more of a following than other people like you. I hope you're understanding exactly where I'm coming from with this. You see, I'm giving you guys the insights to understand how to set yourself apart in order to obtain property opportunities that other people maybe think you can't get, or property opportunities that other people say, oh, that's not for you. How can you get that property opportunity? You know how I get that property opportunity? Because I am committed to doing what we spoke about on day 5. Guys, let me know what I spoke to you about on day 5. There was one principle for yesterday's video. And that one principle is how you make sure that you very easily exceed people's expectations, because you are committed to a process of being better every single day, every single time. You see, the last landlord who signed an agreement with you, they should never have got as good a deal as what the next landlord who you signed up an agreement with got. And I'm not talking about the numbers. I'm not talking about the money. I'm talking about the experience. What did you learn from your first deal that you implemented into your second deal, so that when you did your second deal, the person you did the second deal with thought they won when you both won? Okay, I want you guys to start thinking about stuff like that. That's momentum. That's one of the easiest ways to build momentum, by producing results beyond that which is expected. You see, the old saying is, you under promise and you over deliver. But how do you do that? Because it's easy to say under promise, over deliver. How do you practically under promise and over deliver? The only way you can practically under promise and over deliver is if you do something very simple, and that is engage in personal development. Guys, I want you to understand this. Because if you understand this, you will be the game changer on your block. So guys, as we wrap up tonight, what I want to encourage you to do is go and watch, or go and register for this upcoming masterclass, which will be on Monday the 11th at 8 p.m. We will be going in as we break down how you can take advantage in this current climate of property and win. With all that being said, I'm Samuel I Can Win, your host for tonight's 21 days of property investing success. And as I usually say, have a great night and happy investing.